Hey everybody, welcome back to MTG Spec. This is Tom. This is Rex actually right here. And it's been a long day. I was going to do something else, but all this stuff came up today. Anyway, I wanted to talk about cryptocurrency versus trading card games. Because I realized you can kind of explain one with the other pretty easily. So first you have Bitcoin, which is kind of the premier cryptocurrency. That one is sort of like Magic the Gathering because it was the first and in many ways still the best. Also has a huge share of the marketplace and everything. So there's that. And then the other two of the top three cryptos would probably be Solana and Ethereum, just by market cap. I could be wrong on that, but they're both big ones. And then with the collectible card games, you have like Pokemon and you have Yu-Gi-Oh. Pokemon, I would say, is probably more like Ethereum because it's sort of like the second biggest, and it's kind of always being tweaked, but also still kind of consistent. And Pokemon famously, they don't do the collector boosters and all the crazy variants like Magic does. They just have kind of nice steady thing going on, and Ethereum's sort of that way. Like they're a big coin. A lot of people enjoy them, and companies invest in it like crazy. And then you have Solana, which I guess corresponds maybe to Yu-Gi-Oh, maybe to maybe to One Piece at this point. Although Solana is interesting because Solana is what they call is sort of the rails for all the meme coins out there. A lot of them use that because it finishes transactions quickly, and so they use it as the rails to put meme coins on. So in a weird way, you could argue that Vice Schwartz is the Solana of the space because Vice Schwartz is the coin that has all the other IPs on it, like everything from Attack on Titan to Sword Art Online. Now we're seeing Magic kind of take over that space a little bit more. So Magic is almost more like the Solana now as well. But it's just a handy way to explain it. And then trying to think, well, something like Yu-Gi-Oh, you could almost consider that to be like XRP or Cardano because it's still around and nobody really knows why, but it's still doing well. It's kind of weird in that way. And in the current market, there's things like I don't know, One Piece is probably one of the biggest up and comers. One Piece may be kind of just a meme coin made good, like Shiba Inu or something like that, where there's just a lot of it out there. A lot of people are into it, and nobody knows why. But in the case of One Piece, the card game, it's got a strong IP that it's attached to. It's sort of like the Shiba Inu dog, or maybe it's Dogecoin. It kind of would be considered to be comparable to that. I don't know. What are your thoughts? What card games align with which cryptocurrencies and vice versa? I'd love to hear your comments below.